have 4 to 5 pounds of broccoli, which we've kind of cut in half, and everything is already done for this. They did everything for me, so it's amazing. So what you're gonna do is, the broccoli starts in the big stalks. So what they've done is just taken and cutting off the florets. So all the florets are here. And what we are going to do is place these on a sheet pan. And we've got some garlic. Now this garlic is just for flavor. You're not gonna really bite into this garlic or it would be a bit too much. So slice kind of thick. So we take the garlic and unwrap it. And all this stuff is half. So this is actually one big one. So disregard that. Just gonna put half on there, sprinkle it all around. Again, you don't really wanna bite into a big clove of garlic like this, otherwise you won't get kissed for days, so don't do that. Just leave it on the pan. So we're gonna put the garlic on there. 5 tablespoons of olive oil. So this is olive oil, it's a heart healthy oil, way better than any of the other oils that you could be using for this. So you just wanna get this just moist enough to where the florets are not gonna burn when they're in the oven. Just a little bit on there. How many people like broccoli? Aha! When I ask my kids that, nobody raises their hand. I'm proud of you guys. Okay, we've got all of our olive oil on there. Okay, next we are going to add salt. This is kosher salt. You can really use any kind. It's just a little bit more coarse than the finely grated stuff. So we're just gonna use about half this. Again, this is all gonna get smushed around in the oven, so you don't have to be that precise. Okay, we've got the salt. Now, Parmesan cheese. We've got our Parmesan cheese here. You can actually use shredded or just the powder. This is the powder, which works just as fine. So, we're gonna take half of this cheese, sprinkle it on there. My hands are all oily. Right on top. And pine nuts. Does anybody know what a pine nut is? Alicia knows. Yeah. They're really good. They're kind of interesting. They're these little bitty tiny nuts and they have an interesting flavor. These have actually been pre-roasted, okay? So you take your pine nuts right here and it is, the amount has lost me, 3 tablespoons. So we're gonna do about 1.5 tablespoons because we've halved this. So sprinkle those right on top. And then we've got some minced garlic. And this is the kind that you can actually eat. You'll want to pick out the big pieces of garlic, like these. Set those aside when you get done. You don't want to eat those. These you can actually eat. So sprinkle that right on top. Little lemon zest, salt. We did our salt. A little bit of pepper. You don't want too much. And then you got to get good and messy because really there's no tools that's going to let you get all this together. So just kind of get in there with your hands, smush it all around. Once all that is combined, you're going to do it in a nice even layer. You want everything to bake at the same temperature. Throw these guys on there. And we're actually going to bake this, and this is at 425. So we'll throw that in there. And then while that broccoli finishes, I've got a recipe that I cannot wait for you guys to try and to hear reactions from. So, just want to toss this around just so everything gets nice and evenly cooked. Spread those pine nuts all over the place. Ugh. So look, we have got a nice low carb, high protein meal with a surprising dessert that nobody expects to like, but everybody secretly loves. I'm actually going to finish this by adding just a little bit more cheese on the top.